Hi all, it's JK here with another video. This is a tips and tricks video and I'm going to go over three things. The first thing I'm going to go over is how to reset your oil service and inspection warning. Now, it's a bit fiddly to do that, but it's simple really. It's just a bit irritating how they've made it work. The second thing I'm going to go over is the radios and how to store a station that you want. And then I'm going to go over how to add a icon to it, a radio station icon, because if you go into the radio you'll see it, they come in blank. And then the third thing I'm going to go over is the navigation system, how to update the maps. Right, so the first thing I'm going to go over. Now, if I turn my ignition to on, you'll see that I've already been through the process of doing the clear message bit. So go to service. There you can see 365, 365. So that's fine. All I had to do to get there was you turn your ignition into 0, you then hold this button down here, you then turn the ignition into 1 to switch it on. You don't have to turn the car on, it just needs to go into 1. Then you get that comes up saying, but it's a different question. It says, do you want to reset the oil service? So you click that again to say yes. Then you repeat the process. You put the ignition back to 0, you hold this down, turn the key on, then you hold this down longer, then a question appears saying, do you want to reset the inspection? You then click that for yes. And that's all there is to it. Then, to see if it's worked or not, you turn the key into off, ignition into off, turn it on again. Like I just showed you, go into your car section, go to the service section, then see if it's reset. Job's a good one. So that's that. That's how you do that. Second thing I'm going to go over now is the radio. So there you can see I've got BBC Radio 1 Extra, and it's already got an icon on it. The first thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you how to add an icon to it. The first thing you have to do before you do that is obviously you have to download the icons and put them on an SD drive. So here you can see SD1, that's my sat nav, and SD2 is what I've used for the icons. To get the icons, you go to the Volkswagen website, volkswagen.co.uk, then you use their search feature and just search for media station radio icons. Then it takes you to the download area where you download a zip file which is about 900 kilobytes in size. You unzip it on your laptop, you then stick that on your SD drive, or SD card. Then you take your SD card out, simply plug it in there. Then all you have to do is go into your radio app, let's call it app, go into setup, and then you go into station logos. And that's it. So although for some reason it's not showing Radio 1 in there, probably because Radio 1's got an icon. Not sure actually, Radio 1 should be showing there. Alright, that's odd, I must have deleted it. Alright, let me add a station. I'll show you how to add a station. So all you do is you go back. Two ways you can do it. You can do it manually by scanning, or you can go to stations, which finds a list of local stations to your signal. Then we go to, for me, Radio 1 Extra's disappeared. That's interesting. It's probably lost the signal. Right, well, that's throwing a bit of a spanner in the works. But let's say Radio 1. You just simply hold it down, then you choose where you want to put Radio 1. So I put it in number 2 personally because I want Radio 1 Extra. Then you go back, and there you can see it's added Radio 1. Then, if we go back to setup, and go to station logos, delete that logo because I don't like it. Then all you do is you click on it again, then put anything you want on it, and that's it. It then assigns that logo to your radio station. There you go. So now I've set Radio 1 as being 100% Dragon Hits. Never heard of them. And that's it. That's all there is to it. So there I've just showed you how to add and store a radio station, and I've shown you how to add an icon to it. So let me just go back and delete that. Delete that. Not sure if I've got Radio 1 on here. I've seen Radio X. It'd be easier just to delete it and re-add it. So I'll just delete it and re-add it. Back. Stations. Let's see what it does when you do that. Huh. looks like it overwrites it. Yeah, it has done, it's overwritten it. Okay, so that's that. Next thing I'm going to go over is the satellite navigation. So the first thing you've got to do is, according to the VW manual, is you've got to go into your navigation software, go to setup, and then go to the version information. Now the only reason I'm doing it is to show you that I'm on the out-of-date version and that I haven't updated the software yet. So there you can plainly see I'm on 2016. Then what you've got to do is you have to go to the menu, you then scroll to setup, then you have to go to safely remove device, I think it's called. Right there, remove safely. Then choose whichever one is your sat nav. So for me it's SD1, so I do that. So now it's safe to remove my sat nav card. And then go in there, push it out, and there you go. There is my 2016 maps. What you have to do then is go to your laptop, plug this into your laptop, back up the 2016 maps. It's in a directory called maps, by copying it and pasting it somewhere on your hard drive. Then what you have to do is take this card out, and there where it says lock, this little silver thing here, you flip it so that it's no longer read only. Let me see if I can do it one-handed. There you go. Right, so now that's editable. You then format it or delete it. They say format it, but I'm going to just try and delete. What you then have to do is you go to the Volkswagen.co.uk website and download the map files. Now they're easy to find. All you have to do is, let me just turn my car off because I'm caning battery. All you have to do is you go to the VW website, go to the search bar like I said earlier, where you search for radio icons, and type in Discover Navs, or not even that, just put Satellite Navigation Update. It then takes you to a section where you select your car, in my case Golf R. There are 3 choices of Golf R. It says from 2013, from 2015 and from 2017. So for me it's from 2015. You then select which satellite, which media system you've got. So mine's standard rather than pro. It then takes you to a list of maps you can download. So you can download Europe, you can download Africa, you can download the US, Russia, whatever. And you then download the file. It's a 12.1 gig file for Europe. Took me about 20 hours because I've got shit internet. Then what you have to do is you have to download a program they call 7-zip, I believe it's called. You then have to unzip the maps using their client, 7-zip. That takes about 10 minutes. Then what you do is you copy that directory maps onto the SD drive, SD card, the VW SD card. So I'm going to try that now, then I'm going to plug it in, then we'll see how it reads when I go to nav and then version. Okay, so the moment of truth. I did it. I put the SD card into my laptop and I cut the maps directory that the 7-zip utility created from my PC to the SD. So let's see what happens. This is literally the first time I've turned on the system since I put in the SD card with the new data on it. Watch its error. That seems to be taking its time. Okay, so it looks like it's loaded the map. Then if we go to setup like before and version information, it should say 2018 now. There you go, 2018-19. So yeah, it's a bit of a faff. Like I say, it took absolutely ages to copy it just from my hard disk to the SD drive. Literally took 12-13 minutes. At first it was going to take 5 hours. It said it was doing like 1 kilobyte a second. But yeah, make sure I think the most important thing is, like I said earlier, you go into the setup area and you go into the remove safely. Now, the first time I tried that, I didn't do that. I'd had the car completely switched off and I just accessed the SD card, you know, just popped it out, had a play with it on my laptop, but I didn't touch any of the data on the SD card. I just looked at it, but luckily I read the manual and it said to do it that way. So yeah, just stick with that. I hope you found the video helpful. I wish I could have done the bit on the reset of the oil service and inspection better, but I think it makes sense from what I said, so it should be straightforward enough. Let me know what you think. Let's just discuss in the comments, and if you have any more questions, or if you want, you want to know anything else about the car, let me know and we'll discuss it. Cheers.